Last month, the Sega Master System celebrated its 40th birthday. Launched in Japan as the Sega Mark III, it has taken various forms around the world and is a platform still very much alive today, not only because stores in Brazil still sell it, but like many Sega systems, it has a vibrant and dedicated homebrew scene. Amongst the celebrations, the prolific SMS homebrew developer called BadComputer released a new game for free to coincide with the Master System's 40th birthday. Hey, it's Dan, the Mega Driver of the Sega guys here, and this is Astro Climber. Regular viewers of the channel should be familiar with BadComputer's work. In April this year, we took a look at the full release of the excellent Frontier Force, and a few months back, we were extremely impressed by the demo of their next game, Raising Core. Raising Core is a game that I have been particularly looking forward to and have been keeping tabs on the game's progress since playing the demo. It was after seeing some tweets on BadComputer's X account that I started to see updates on this new title. Quickly, I watched it evolve from its early beginnings to its final form until finally the game launched on the 20th of October 2025 to coincide with the Sega Mark III's birthday. So what is Astro Climber? Put simply, it's a platform game where you make your way up to the top of each stage with the help of your grappling hook. Initially it looks and sounds straightforward, right? When you start the game, as with Frontier Force, you're treated to some nice story scenes that frame the action. Just going to show that even with a free game, BadComputer's production values do not let up. Essentially, the space station that you're on finds itself in the midst of a solar flare, and you have to escape to the top of the space station to reach your escape pod while your oxygen supply dwindles. You start the game in a rather basic environment. Button 1 fires your grapple while button 2 jumps, which is a fairly standard Master System control setup. As your little climber ascends, the vertically scrolling window inevitably moves up with him, and once it's scrolled up, you cannot scroll back down again, and falling to the bottom of the screen will see you lose a life. Littered around the stages are O2 canisters which resupply your oxygen. These work as a means to increase the timer on the right hand side of the screen. Yes, not only do you have to scale these increasingly complex stages, but you have to do so before your oxygen runs out, though you can top up your O2 via these pickups. Get to the top of a stage and you get a score bonus based on your remaining oxygen, with additional text telling you how far away you are from an extra life, with the first one up at 10,000 points and each subsequent extra life coming at 20k intervals thereafter. This gives players something to aspire to because those extra lives will become a necessity as the game progresses. Soon the game introduces enemies, at first these spiky Metroid looking creatures that stick to platforms. They can be stunned with the grapple but not killed, so at all times they must be simply avoided. Then you get these cannons that fire plasma at you, which can also be ducked or avoided or even shot at if you're skillful enough. Add to this a number of various moving platforms and what starts out as a straightforward little platformer soon becomes fiendishly challenging. Timing really is key here, and while I died a lot, it never felt unfair. Moreover, I regretted my timing and decision making, knowing that I could have done so much better, which kept pulling me back again and again. I must say that the difficulty curve on this game is perfectly poised for repeat play. You do get 2 continues when you've used up all your lives, though this understandably wipes your score, meaning that you'll have to chase those extra lives once again. Visually, the game maintains the excellent graphical style that BadComputer has lent to his previous games. Bold and bright colours that bring the space age environments to life, with pulsing neon lights contributing to the game's delightful sci-fi atmosphere. The climber and the assorted enemies are very well animated, and they never sit still. Even when you're standing there waiting for your opportunity to move, your avatar will bob up and down impatiently, which makes sense as they are against the clock with depleting oxygen. While much of the time it's not quite as visually complex as Raising Core or Frontier Force, it remains a game just as charming as those two and is delightful to look at. More importantly, there's never any slowdown and the whole thing zips around at an excellent pace if you are indeed chasing those high scores. Sound is solid too, with the game's main theme being catchy and never tiresome. Sounds a decent SMS fare, with many sounding similar to the Master System games that you may remember. Of course, the footage here is all captured on real hardware. The footage that you're seeing now was recorded on my Japanese Mega Drive at 60Hz, and that speed is how the game is meant to be played. However, I did test the game on my Mark I Power Master system as well, and at 50Hz, more than most games, the change in speed is very evident. It's definitely playable for power users and remains an excellent experience, but you definitely should be playing at 60Hz if you can. All in all, it's another fantastic release by BadComputer. Not only is the simple premise executed spectacularly well in a way that makes it both addictive and challenging, but the way the game plays also means it opens itself up to the realms of score chasing. In fact, friend of the channel 8-Bit Boy UK brought back the Master System Challenge specifically for this game on the 40th anniversary of the Mark III, which just goes to show what a spectacularly executed game that this is. Astro Climber is free now on BadComputer's itch.io site, so make sure you pick it up to play it on your flashcart or emulator. The link is in the description below, and while the game is free, you can drop BadComputer a few quid for his excellent efforts, or you can buy the excellent Frontier Force from his store. A physical version of this game will be available to buy next year, and of course, working on raising core continues for BadComputer, which I cannot wait for. Until next time, this has been Dan the Mega Drive of the Sega Guys, and I will see you on the Sega side.